Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. August 8th. Made a list. Made a list of all persons we had harmed. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 77. When I approached the 8th step, I wondered how I could list all the things that I have done to other people, since there were so many people, and some of them weren't alive anymore. Some of the hurts I inflicted weren't bad, but they really bothered me. The main thing to see in this step was to become willing to do whatever I had to do to make these amends to the best of my ability at that particular time. Where there is a will, there's a way. So if I want to feel better, I need to unload the guilt feelings I have. A peaceful mind has no room for feelings of guilt. With the help of my higher power, if I am honest with myself, I can cleanse my mind of these feelings. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, August 8th. In Step 6, I contemplate my life undergoing change, tremendous change. The great fear is this: if I shed many characteristics that stand in my way, what will be left? It is as though I face a great void, a terrifying unknown, yet when I acknowledge how far I have come, I can see how much I want to change. The desire to grow and to heal has brought me to this uncomfortable point. Because I am tired of the way I have been, my higher power is there to guide me when I am ready. I find solace in the fact that in Step 6, I need not change anything. I must simply prepare myself for change. I can take all the time I need. Such manageability is what I set out to find in the first place. Now it is a part of my life. Today's reminder: I need not judge the rate at which I change old habits or ways of thinking. If I am uncomfortable with old behavior, then on some level I am already moving toward changing it. Change will not be effective unless I am ready for it. I need only trust that when the time comes to move forward, I will know it. There is a quote from Orrin L. Crane, and it reads, "Remind me each day that the race is not always to the swift, that there is more to life than increasing its speed. Let me look upward into the towering oak and know that it grew great and strong because it grew slowly and well." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, August 8th. Responsible Recovery. We accept responsibility for our problems and see that we're equally responsible for our solutions. Basic text, page 97. Some of us, well accustomed to leaving our personal responsibilities to others, may attempt the same behavior in recovery. We quickly find out it doesn't work. For instance, we are considering making a change in our lives, so we call our sponsor and ask what we should do. Under the guise of seeking direction, we are actually asking our sponsor to assume responsibility for making decisions about our life. Or maybe we've been short with someone at a meeting, so we ask that person's best friend to make our apologies for us. Perhaps we've imposed on a friend several times in the last month to cover our service commitment. Could it be that we've asked a friend to analyze our behavior and identify our shortcomings rather than taking our own personal inventory? Recovery is something that has to be worked for. It isn't going to be handed to us on a silver platter, nor can we expect our friends or our sponsor to be responsible for the work we must do ourselves. We recover by making our own decisions, doing our own service, and working our own steps. By doing it for ourselves, we receive the rewards. Just for today, I accept responsibility for my life and my recovery. Today, Emotions Anonymous, August 8th. Reflection for today. The longer I am in this program, the more aware I become of my need for doing a basic step one. To use this step, I have to admit my powerlessness over my emotions and admit to that surrender. How often I am still denying, fighting, or feeling guilty about my thoughts and feelings. I cannot predict, control, or even understand my thoughts and feelings fully. They are part of my humaneness and an acceptable part of me. Only by admitting and accepting my emotions as they are can I be freed of their hold upon me. Meditation for today. Help me to stop judging myself. Today I will remember. I will admit and accept my powerlessness. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. August 8th. Trait 9. We confuse love and pity and tend to love people we can pity and rescue. BRB, page 12. In many aspects of our lives, we are drawn to the familiar, not because it is good for us, but because it is more comfortable than change. The fact is that as much as many of us protest, we are drawn to other dysfunctional people. The reason for this attraction is very likely a deep sense of shame. Many of us carry from our childhood that we keep as our well-guarded secret. The message of this shame is that we are not good enough because as children we did not feel valued for who we were. Only by entering into relationships with other sick people will our secret be secure in the chaos of the dysfunctional. We can focus on them and rescue them, which often makes them want us more, at least for a while. As we gain self-respect in ACA, these innate attractions start to disappear because we realize we're not getting our needs met. As we change, and as hard as it can seem at first, we may have to leave some relationships behind if the other people are not willing to change also. In doing so, we learn to reject the notion that this is somehow selfish. That is codependent thinking that is not fair to anyone, least of all ourselves. The affirmation reads, "On this day, with the help of my higher power, I choose healthy people to be a part of my life, people who are willing to embrace the new me." Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time. And remember that you are not alone and that recovery is possible.